Fake.
Fake.
If you're a website operator who's engaged in this nefarious activity, we are coming after you. You need to stop exploiting women and girls around the globe.
The police asked me, have you ever engaged in prostitution? My abuser killed a part of me. And then, when I went to the police, they killed me again.
미국 샌프란시스코에 거주하는 브리즈 리우 씨는 대학생이던 4년 전 자신도 모르는 사이 딥페이크 포르노 동영상의 희생자가 됐다는 걸 알았습니다.
So on April 2020, I was just sitting at home. That was during the pandemic. The world was going insane. And all of a sudden, I received a Facebook message from my friend back in college. He said, you need to drop everything and get on a phone call with me now. I called him and he said, I don't want to upset you, but there is a video of you circulating on Pornhub. At first, I thought, okay, this is probably a joke.
경찰에 신고했지만 돌아온 것은 더 큰 상처였습니다.
The police asked me, have you ever engaged in prostitution? My abuser killed a part of me. And then, when I went to the police, they killed me again. But the police eventually closed the case without filing any charges. And my action to seek justice did not bring me peace, but instead, it provoked the perpetrator to create more deepfake porn of me. What started out as one video ended up he created over 800 deepfake porn of me and spreaded it all over the internet.
딥페이크 영상을 게시한 사이트 중 일부가 마이크로소프트의 서버를 이용한다는 걸 알고 삭제 요청을 했지만 이 역시 거절당했습니다.
They don't know if that's really me.
Really?
Yeah.
But
I know. That's right. I worked in trust and safety myself. So that's why that doesn't really fly with me. They also, sometimes they also say we don't have the technology to do so.
Really?
Yeah.
No technology.
Yeah, the big tech company.
Just delete the video.
Yeah, they would tell you they don't have the technology to do that. Yeah.
I can't understand.
I also don't understand.
2년 뒤 스타트업을 창업한 그녀는 딥페이크를 찾아내 플랫폼에 삭제 요청을 하는 서비스를 개발하고 있습니다.
Electro AI, we use facial recognition to quickly identify and remove online image abuse of any kind, which includes synthetic images like deepfake, or also authentic images like fake profile or so-called revenge porn.
그녀는 지난해 조 바이든 대통령이 AI를 규제하는 행정명령에 서명하는 자리에 초대되기도 했습니다.
Something I remember very clearly and I feel so empowering about is when President Biden looked into my eyes and said, this administration has got your back. More importantly, this is an issue that really takes a village. It takes all of us to come together, the men and the women, to come together. Because let us, remember that, this is not a women's problem. Men don't want to be sextorted. And men don't want to see their daughters, their sisters, their mothers being abused.
미국 정부기관도 딥페이크 대응에 나섰습니다. 샌프란시스코시는 지난 8월 16개의 딥페이크 사이트를 상대로 소송을 제기했습니다. SBS는 샌프란시스코시 변호사를 만나 소송 이유 등을 물었습니다.
So earlier this year, it was brought to my attention that there are dozens of websites that are using AI technologies to exploit women and girls, not just in our country, but around the world. We're talking about websites that are taking photographs of faces of women and girls and immediately turning it into pornography or, in many instances, child pornography. So we decided to file a first-of-its-kind lawsuit, we believe, in the world by a government agency against 16 of the most visited websites in the world that are engaged in AI-generated deepfake pornography. The investigation from when it was brought to my attention to when we actually filed the lawsuit was probably a little less than 6 months. It was brought to my attention by several mothers in my office who happened to be top litigators, as well as mothers of teenage girls. And they were so horrified of what they learned that they asked if it was okay to invest some investigatory resources and start to look into this. And when they did, they were horrified, and I've been horrified at what we have found. Certainly all over the United States, I understand all over South Korea, and in many countries, this is a very serious issue. One of the challenges, and one of the reasons why we brought the lawsuit is we've discovered that victims have almost no recourse because it's very difficult for a victim to figure out which website generated the nude image. Yes, exactly. They can't figure out what's the original website. And once the images are out in the web, it's impossible to bring it back. So, and what we know is that these images have been used to bully, humiliate, and threaten women and girls. So these companies use AI technologies to take photographs of faces of women and girls and immediately turn them into pornography or child pornography. It is way too easy. And you can visit these websites and by uploading a photo, immediately turn that into pornography. These websites are profiting off this by charging for those conversions, charging for the use of their services. The number of people who've been involved in this is staggering. In the first 6 months of this year, in 2024, over 200 million visitors have visited these 16 websites. We believe there are at least over 90 websites like this. That's a good question. I don't know. When we learned about it, we asked that question, why is no one going after these companies? And we realized that no one was. So we thought we needed to lead on this. I have several goals in bringing this lawsuit. First and foremost, we want to shut these websites down. We want to put them out of business. But also, we want to sound the alarm to the rest of the world that we all need to work together to address this. It's going to take many actors working together across many countries to go after this industry, and we have to start now. We haven't yet gotten a response. We'll see what happens. We don't know if these lawsuits will actually try to defend themselves, because everyone I've spoken to, including leaders in the artificial intelligence industry, everyone recognizes this is unacceptable. The technology should not be used this way. Victims should not be victimized this way. So we'll see if people scurry from the deepest, darkest corners of the internet to defend this business. So we'll see. There are what are known as long-arm statutes in U.S. law that allow us to extend the reach of our lawsuit into other places, but this lawsuit will test our ability to do that. I am looking forward to starting conversations with international authorities over this, because there are at least some bad actors who have based themselves overseas, trying to escape scrutiny and transparency and trying to escape being held accountable for what they're doing. If you're a website operator who's engaged in this nefarious activity, we are coming after you. You need to stop exploiting women and girls around the globe. And you need to shut down your operations, ensure that you're making things right, and work with us to shut this down throughout this entire nefarious industry.
Thank you.
Okay.
SBS 홍유진입니다.
Thanks. Okay.